Good afternoon. Anyway. I get it. You know, go the speed limit, right? Go the speed limit. I get it. Anyway, good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another vlog. It's Friday. I just put out one about Mary. We're going to leave Mary in the past. Honestly, I could have ended it with You Shouldn't Die Here. Oh, God, I forgot the name of the book that I was going to read. Compared to Mary, it was delightful. It got 2 stars, but it was delightful. It wasn't good, but it kept me going. It was very cheesy, very campy slasher. I got so many questions. What was it? You Shouldn't Die Here Tonight? You're Not Supposed to Die Here Tonight by Kaylin Barron. I have another one by her. It's called Sleep Like Death. I think this is a Snow White retelling. I might read that in this month. I'm not sure yet. I just got a Skip the Line audio for The Unraveling of Julia, which is a book that I have been wanting for, my God. I have been wanting for, you know what, let me just come on back because you can tell it's Friday because everyone is off. Anyway, I think for my job, y'all, I just do not like crowds. I'm just over everybody. I will come back. I got enough gas to get me to do my errands. Just get away from me. Anyway, I will come back to get gas when everyone is chill. I got this book, or I got the audio from Libby for The Unraveling of Julia. And I have been eyeballing this book for a few months, actually. And it follows this woman who, like, she allows her horoscope to kind of, like, take over her life. And it literally, like, it literally makes her unhinged. I believe there is a passing either in her family. I don't know if it's her husband. I don't know if it's just a family member. Well, not just a family member, but I don't know if it's a family member or her husband. Something happens that her horoscope predicted. And ever since that, she follows her horoscope to a T, and it's making her crazy. I love that idea. So I got that one. My library, I don't know if all libraries do this. I don't think they do. But one of my libraries in Los Angeles does this where it is, you can skip the line and you have the book for like 7 days. And so I'm gonna probably start that tomorrow. I might start today. Right now I am in the middle of, I'm like 20-ish% into The Spirit Bears Its Teeth by Andrew Joseph White. This book is intense and it's a little hard for me to follow. I should have kept the physical copy while I listened to the audiobook. I did already get rid of the physical copy. Someone already purchased it on Pango, and I should have kept it because I'm trying to keep up with the names, and it's a different setting. It's a different time period, so it's throwing me off because I want to make sure I have all of the names correct and everything. But you have Silas, who is born a female, but is trans man. And in this time period, that's not allowed, right? And so it follows him with being like disowned by his parents and being disowned by this town that he's in. And he is supposed to be married to this official in the town. I think it's an official. And the official kind of finds him to be like intriguing because Silas can still speak with spirits. And I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be like a metaphor for the fact that, oh, like this female wants to be a male, you know, like from their eyes, where it's like Silas is like, this is not like who I am. This is not my body. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if it's like, oh, this is like taboo. This is something interesting, you know, like if they're like a spectacle, you know what I mean? So the the official who Silas is supposed to marry, he pretty much, I'm at the part now where he's pretty much saying like, I still want to take, take Silas, like be Silas's husband, but I think Silas needs help, and I want Silas to go to this. I need to look. I need to check with what they call Silas's female name, but they are saying like, oh, Silas just needs help. You know what I mean? And there is this asylum kind of thing, and they're like, Silas just needs to go here for a little bit, and they'll be fine afterward. And so that's kind of the part that I'm in, where this guy still is like, oh no, I don't want to like not get married still, because I think he finds it kind of like, I don't want to say kinky, but like it's like a spectacle to him, like it's interesting, like he's like, ooh, like I want to like it's like it's like a piece in the museum, like I want to see what this does, like let's I want to help, and all this crazy stuff that men just have no business doing. But that's where it's going right now. And Silas' parents they're like, oh, we're so embarrassed, like she is not supposed to be doing this, like she was supposed to like get out of this space a long time ago and all this stuff. And so I want to say the sickness is something about like the veil, where it's like Silas is able to commune with the dead or something like that. So it really is interesting, because it definitely talks about women rights, body rights. It talks about like surgeries, so it is graphic. So if you don't think you're gonna like graphic things and graphic like surgeries, then probably not. But also because of the timepiece, because it is kind of written in that like Victorian setting, I really wish I would have kept the book. I probably can just go and get the book off of Libby and put it on my Kindle and try to keep up with the words, like the names and everything like that, which I might do, because I want to make sure I'm keeping up with everyone's place, So that's where I'm at. I feel like I've been rambling on. Look, okay. There is no one at Dutch Bros right now. There is no one at Dutch Bros. I am at the stop light. I am literally going to park in the parking lot, and I'm gonna wait before I get in line, because I want to see how many people come after me to get drinks, because it's freaking crazy. There's literally no one in line right now. So I want to see where everybody comes from, because that's crazy. I'm literally gonna wait. Literally. There's no one behind me. Okay, one car went in ahead of me. I'll let that slide. Okay, they're going to the veterinary hospital. But that's about it. I am pretty much just truly waking up. It's almost 2. One of my good friends is taking me to dinner tonight for my birthday, which was the 1st of September, but we're just now finally getting together. Went to some place called Salty's. It's on the Columbia River, so that should be fun. And I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree, because we have a new one by me now, and I need to go pick up some new litter for Princess. Not that she'll use it or anything. So all right, I've been rambling. It's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to figure out how to cut this down. Okay, no one is behind me. Let's see how long this goes, because I'm sick of people. Okay, y'all, so this is the did I get my outfit for dinner? It's just like this little like pantsuit. So that's it. I'm gonna put some flats on. And hi, Princess. I've got Bluey on for her, but she probably doesn't even care. I'm getting ready to give her dinner. So I'm getting ready to give her dinner and get ready to go, because I'm already pushing for time. I think my friend already left, because I was like, girl, if you're still nearby, go ahead, come on and swoop me up. But I think she might have already left. So, because she doesn't live too far from me, but I think she might already be on the road. So we're gonna go have dinner. I haven't eaten all day, and I'm not really hungry. So we'll see. But I'm excited. I think I got everything. I'm gonna feed her baby before I leave, and I think that's it. Okay, y'all, we on the road again. I have not listened to any books today. I think I said that I was going to do the spirit, when spirit bears its teeth, or the spirit that bears its teeth. I am going to see if the ebook is available, because I think I want to be able to follow along with with the character's name, so I'm not getting everyone confused. I think that would help, and especially because it is in the Victorian setting, like I had said earlier. I'm heading to dinner. I'm kind of in a music mood. I might just listen to some music. Like, I just feel like belting out some Toni Braxton, some Mariah Carey, listening to Cardi B's new album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like yelling at the top of my lungs. In my head, it sounds like singing, but it's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? But oh my God, if y'all are on TikTok, there's these guys. I'm gonna see if I can like do like a screenshot of like their.
Oh, this is for you. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we be making love constantly. That's when my eyes are shade of blood burgundy. The way we kiss isn't like any other way. When am I missing? Won't you listen? I get high off your love and don't know how to behave. Want brown sugar.
Their video, like a recording, but like it's like this, not a new trend. I feel like it's been around for a while, but it's this trend where it's like, check and see if I have a hidden talent before I go to work. And they just did one for D'Angelo, rest in peace, which I am shocked about. Oh my God. They said that he was like battling like cancer like privately, but my God, 51. And they're like trying to sing Brown Sugar, and they're like, ooh, they like, this is for you. And everybody in the comments is like, that man's body is not even cold yet. Like, y'all wrong for that. I'm just like, oh my God, it was so funny. But I was just like, I'm in like a singing mood. So it's gonna take me like 20-ish minutes to get to the restaurant. It's 6:27. Reservations are at 6:13. My friend is running behind. Yeah, so we're just gonna put some music on and get it going. It's a pretty day. It's gonna be kind of cold. I need like a really nice evening jacket. I don't have like a evening jacket. So I just want my jean jacket, which definitely shows my age. I need like a nice tailored, like, I wouldn't say a suit jacket, but just like a nice jacket for like evening wear. Like, you know, I don't know if I want leather though, but something like that. You know what I mean? So let's get going, because I have an idea how to get here, but then I don't. You guys, I have like the best friends. Like, they're not even friends, they're like literally like family. Oh my goodness, let me see if I can find some place to put this. But I have like the best friends. Oh my goodness. I just love my girls down. They gave me like, I just love spending time with them. And like I said, I'm coming back up for air, and I got to see my girl Erica tonight. We went and had dinner, and we just caught up. And you know, you just realize that everyone is not in the same boat, but you're not alone in the struggles of life. So, she got me this really pretty card. I love cards. And it says, hey girl, hey. They're just so pretty. I just love her so much. So cute. And she got a couple things for Princess. Princess sees something outside. I got Bluey playing for her right now. She's got a little bit of an attitude, so. Oh well. This is like a meaty topper, so I will try this with her tomorrow. I'll put a little bit of it on her food. And then she got her this laser toy, and I don't think I have to like hold it. which I think is so cute because Princess is so smart, y'all. She oh stickers. Ooh, so cute. Yeah, her toys, like, she gets bored of them really easily. So hopefully this will keep her entertained for a while. She got me some chapsticks. I'm so happy. And then she got me the practical, which is 2026 Almanac. I think that's how you pronounce it. Almanac, I think. And this is pretty much like, just like, is it like, I want to always say it's like a farmer's calendar or something where it just, I don't know, Princess, she's messing with something. But it has just like a calendar for the year, all the different moon like cycles. Ooh. Natural like dog treats, recipes, other stuff. So she knows that this is my jam. And you guys, she's freaking me out because if there is like something in here besides me and her, like a rodent or something, I will freaking scream. Because this apartment is not big. She's so sweet. Like, why would you do this? Princess, don't piss me off. Princess, it's a passport holder. Thank you, girl. It's classic. This is just like so sweet. I just have some of the best, not even some. I got great people in my corner, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't even know if I deserve them. Like, I don't even know what they see in me. But like, I never want to lose them because I know there's such good people that, and I want to make sure that they know they're good people, that I never want to I just want the world to know how amazing they are. And I never want to lose them because they just make the world go round. Like, they are just so inspiring and so loving and kind and motivating. And I just want the best for them, and I just want to root for them. And like, I don't deserve this. She's just a sweetie. Did she write me a card on here too? Oh no. she write little notes, but no, I don't see a note on here. But Erica, girl, I love you down, girl. I love you so much. You are just the sweetest thing. I love you. Thank you, girl. Thank you for tonight. Thank you for the laughs, the conversation, just the energy. I just needed to be around my trustworthy people. Like, I need to be in my What are you doing? Here, come here. Look what Auntie Erica got you. I just need to be in my close-knit people who I trust. So thank you. I love you. I'm going to actually, well, I don't know if you'll ever see this video, actually, if you're on, if you watch YouTube or not, but I'm going to actually send you a text of Princess playing with her toy and a thank you. And from other businesses who are watching, I'm going to the Saturday market tomorrow with my other girl. And I don't even know if I'm going to read tonight. Maybe I'll read a little bit in bed. And I'm going to clean up, mellow out, and I'm just so grateful. Just so grateful. Just got the best people, man. Good morning. Good morning. it's early. I'm doing pretty good. I am heading to, you should know the routine now, Dutch Bros, because technically that's going to be breakfast. And then I am heading to my friend's house. We're going to go to the Saturday market. I've never been. And, okay, dude, you didn't have to yank that dog like that. I hate when people, like, yank their dogs, like, their pets in general. Just, like, irritating. But yeah, it's the Portland Saturday market. I have never been, and it's a pretty day. And I can't remember what October. God, my memory's not good. I can't remember what October weather usually is, so I can't really say if this is normal or if this is from global warming. But it is nice today. I'd hate to say it's from global warming though, like, you know, but, no reading update. I'm going to read on the, while I, get on the road to her place. And I think I'm going to start the unraveling of Julia. I think that will be easier to follow along than, the Spirit Bears Its Teeth. So I will come back to that a little bit later. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to go to my Dutch Bros. I'm going to have to go to the other one. But they're good too. So, yeah, this one's going to be closer to where I'm going, to the freeway. But, yeah, so I'm going to start on that. And who knows? Maybe I can finish it tomorrow. I have a turn tomorrow. I think I'm going to try that with my... I think I'm going to try that for the next couple of months, is day trips. I'm gonna have to really sit and work on getting rid of my other trips and just do day trips. Day trips are where I leave and come home the same day, you know, if all goes well. And I'm thinking maybe that will kind of help with a nice routine for a little bit. I don't know if I want to do any more overnights for a while, so we'll see. But I have one, I picked up two, so I have one for tomorrow and then I have one for Monday. So that should be good. I think that is it. So let's look at this order. Let's start the unraveling of Julia. I looked at the reviews. The reviews are kind of bland, so I am not expecting much, but I think it's going to be comical because, like I said, she starts to let her horoscope run her life. And apparently she inherits this like Tuscan villa from a distant relative or something, and they were into horoscopes, and so it just like this spiral. And her husband was unalived, and that was also foretold in the horoscope. So like she's just like, it is written in the stars, baby. I've got to follow it. So it just kind of spirals from there. So I'm kind of excited to see where this goes. So I'm gonna get started on that. I did not sleep well, so nothing else is new. And Princess wants to sit literally right next to like my face at 3 a.m. with her whiskers and her fur, and I'm like, you are the cutest thing ever, baby girl, and I literally would stop living for you so that you could have the best life possible. However, I need you to move because I am already not sleeping well and I'm already uncomfortable. And then she gets an attitude, and then we all just get attitudes, and then it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay up, you know. So, you know, it just is what it is. But enough rambling. Have a great day. Happy Saturday. Today is Danny Reed's 10K giveaway and 10K readathon. So I'm going to be out in the streets. So I'll probably just pop in and out. And hopefully I'll be able to like just sprinkle a few, you know, congratulations gifts in there. You know, hi girl, hi. Oh, no. And, you know, send my appreciation to her. But that's about it. Let me go on and go to my third favorite Dutch Bros. Don't tell them that though, but this is my third favorite. But okay. term. I'm gonna see how terms do with my sleep schedule. This one's late, but I can't jump from going to sleep at like 5 in the morning to working at 5 in the morning, you know. So this turn I have to be there at 4:50, and I leave at 5:50 p.m. and I should be back close to midnight. And yeah, and then I have one tomorrow, same place, but it's at 2 p.m. So they get earlier and earlier. I'll see how that does. And then I have a trip not end of the month, but end of this week that starts at 9 a.m. So I'm trying to get earlier. My therapist thinks it's going to be good to try and get on the earlier schedule, so how that works. But hey, y'all, let's do a little bit of a reading update. It's not much, but I have just been in like listening to music, watching YouTube, and like a fanfic kind of mood. Does anyone else like to read fanfic? I love a good fanfic. I love seeing like people write about like TV shows and stuff. I love when people like to get creative. But it's starting to rain. Princess did not want to stay in, so I just could not force her, and I'm just like, you know what, whatever. So she's gonna stay on the patio. What else? Oh, reading update. I am I'm not even in the middle. I'm probably like 10-15% into the unraveling of Julia. So it follows Julia. Julia is this woman who recently lost her husband tragically. He was murdered in a robbery, attempted robbery. They were out having dinner, and he was unalived, trying to protect her. And her parents, her mother had an aneurysm on her birthday, and she doesn't know anything about her biological parents, and her adopted father didn't want kids. The mother did, so they don't really have a good relationship. So she has a lot of, you know, hurtful energy when it comes to the people in her life, you know. So I think that's another reason why she goes and tends towards the horoscopes. And all of the horoscopes have read in ways where she's like, oh my God, it said this was going to happen. It said this was going to happen. So she receives this letter saying that she's getting this property from a distant relative. She doesn't know this distant relative. And this relative is living in Tuscany, and there's this villa, and she's getting this home, everything that's in the home, and the money that comes with the home, everything, all the inheritance. Like, she doesn't have any family members, nothing. And so Julia is like, well, you know, how does she, I don't even know of her. You know, the lawyer's like, look, I don't question my clients. This is what she said. I am just here to tell you this is what's here. You can come, you know, you can come and see everything, and you can go from there. You can sell it, you know, whatever. So because of how her husband was unalived, she has had a very hard time going out. And so her friend encourages her, like, you should go. You really should go. Uh-oh. My friend texted me. So she's like, you should go. And so now I'm at the part where she is in Italy, right? Tuscany is part of Italy, right? And yeah, Tuscany. Oops. Okay, see. Look that up before you start putting this stuff in there. Like, check your geography first. Anyway, she is finding more about this woman, and I think this woman is claiming to either be her grandmother, but then she's saying the woman didn't have any kids, didn't have any biological kids, didn't have anything, like, so she's like, well, how am I related to her? And the woman who died is saying that she's related to this really famous actress, I believe, or this famous woman. And it's this weird thing where it's like, okay, this woman is like a recluse, right? And she's also kind of nutty. So it's almost like Julia's like looking at herself. She's like, oh my God, like, am I gonna be nutty like her? Like, you know, to myself, in my home, like scared of everything, you know, suspicious of everybody. So it's at this point where she's like, okay, I am trying to figure out how we are related if she didn't have any biological kids. Like, how, where in my blood if she did not birth any kids? Like, where? Like, who am I related to? So it's at that part. So we'll see. It's a psychological thriller, so I know psychological thrillers usually, it depends on the writer. This one, like I said, did not have the best reviews, so unfortunately I did see some people DNF it, but because I do like horoscope related, astrology related type of books, I am gonna finish it, and that will be another personal problem, unfortunately, where I will have to put myself in timeout. But I want to see what's gonna happen and how this is gonna play out. So we'll see, but it's a very slow build up, and I'm trying to understand from her grieving point of view why she is the way she is. I don't really necessarily feel like her friends are very supportive, like it, but I also know she has to move forward as well. But I'm also like, yeah, girl, that is kind of scary, you know. So I'm not sure. But then for her to be able to like jump on a plane and go like across the ocean to look at a home that she doesn't know about, to a person she's didn't even know existed. Yeah, I don't know, it's just like a change in character really fast. So we'll see. But I probably won't be able to listen to any more till I get home tonight. And yeah, and y'all, I have literally not picked up my Kindle still. Like, my Kindle's been in my backpack all this time, so we'll see. I just have been in the mood for anything on my Kindle. I've just been like in an audiobook and like physical book kind of mood, so we'll see. But I'm almost at the airport. I am going to Dutch Bros. I have literally been in bed all day preparing for this turn, and I'm gonna go get Dutch Bros, and I'll probably get something at the airport to eat for the flight. It shouldn't be a long flight. It should be like a 2-hour flight back in. Excuse me. I don't want an airplane, you know, or whatever they call it when you like skid or something. All right, I'll talk to you later. Yeah. I can't even say hi. It's another day. Let's just say that, because I was gonna say good morning and try and fake it. I cannot. It's almost 4 p.m. I think I got up around 2, 3. Yeah, I just could not get my ish together. I don't even know if I slept, honestly. I do not know if I slept, because I like toss and turn when I got home. I couldn't go right to sleep. I got in close to 1 a.m. and I couldn't go right to sleep. And then when I tried to finally wind down, for some reason I was hyped. Okay, I get into bed, I'm hot, then I'm cold. I put the heater on, then I turn the heater off. I got the fan on, then I got too many blankets on, and then my pillows aren't comfortable. I'm tossing, I'm turning, and before I know it, I think I went to bed like around 3. It's like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I don't really feel like I slept. And then next thing I know, I'm up like 5 or 6, and then I'm up till like 8. I'm like, well, forget it, stay up. Like, you know what? Hell yeah. Like, just stay up. Who cares anymore? Like, let's just lean into this feeling now. Like, let's just be uncomfortable with it all together. Like, let's just stay crazy with it, right? And then I don't remember what happened. I think I must have passed back out. I think I was making voice messages with my friends, and I don't remember what I said. You know what I mean? And it's just so weird. I don't know. It's just been rocky. And then they're finally doing work on my neighbors' homes that were in the fire. And it's these 2 dudes who literally are just coming with like this truck and a hammer. And there's no like special equipment or anything, and then just random times you'll hear bang, 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 and I'm just like, what are they doing? It's like kids. It's like they are kids. It's like kids playing with like Wreck-It Ralph or whatever, or Whack-A-Mole, whatever that game was. It's like literally just a hammer, and every few times in an hour they're just like, oh, it's time to hit something again. And it's always when I think I'm finally able to go back to sleep. And so Princess and myself didn't get out the bed till like 1 or 2. So it's been a rough start to the day. Day's almost done for everybody else, but it's just starting for me. And I don't really need to do much today. I just needed to get out. I need to be in the sun. There's a couple things that I could do today, but I want to do like an extensive list for like my grocery list before I go and buy anything just now, because I want to make sure that I am getting like necessary things, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go find something to eat, because I just have not cooked. I have not purchased anything in my house to make. I just have not been bothered. I've just been eating out when I eat, because I've rarely been eating. So, but first things first, what's the first thing I'm always gonna do that is always definite? I'm gonna go to Dutch Bros. So should I have caffeine at this time? No, but guess what? I am gonna have it, because you know what? Hell yeah. That's my motto for the rest of this year and next year. You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? What else? Why not? We already got a crap administration. We already got crap people going on in this world. All this crazy stuff going on. So you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have coffee at 4 p.m. Hell yeah. I don't care. I'm already manic. I did try to read a little bit. You know what? This is gonna be a very blah October for me. And maybe because I'm always spooky all year round, but I just have not been reading spooky books. Like, I've been trying to find like thrillers and spooky things, and there just have been so blah. Like, the unraveling of Julia is just that. Like, she is losing her mind, and I kind of can relate. And I don't know if I should be reading this, because it has to do with grief and the fact that she lost her husband, you know, and her parents. Well, her mom. I think her father is still alive, but she lost her mom, and then like she doesn't know her biological family. So it's like she's got all this grief, and she's just relying on horoscopes to help her. And she thinks like people are following her, and she thinks the town hates her, like where she is right now, and like her grandmother possibly has all this money, and it's just a lot. So she's just like, she feels like she's going crazy, and no one believes her. And I'm like, girl, same. Because you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So it's just kind of like, Casey, did you not learn your lesson from Mary? Should you put this book down and find something else? But I'm also like, it's a 7-day hold. Get through it. I think I'm like 30 or 40% through. So I'm just going to drive, get my coffee, and get a couple of body things. So like, I'm going to make my body scrub, and we'll see where the wind kind of takes us. I don't necessarily know if I need to do too much, but I probably will go my P.O. box, and we'll just see what happens. But I'm definitely going to listen to a little bit more of the unraveling of Julia, because it's about to be the spiraling of Casey. Stay tuned. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I just finished one of my river walks, and this morning I can't be a responsible adult. It's 11:44. Okay. So I finished my river walk, and I'm gonna run to the library to print something out, go to Deshboro's, go home, put it back together, and I have 2 more river walks, not later in the day, but I have one like around 1:30, and then I have one later in the evening. But y'all, I finished the unraveling of Julia and Baby. You want to talk about the spiraling of Casey, okay? Oh, I think I gave it 2 stars. I should go back and just give it 1. I'm so upset. The writing was so bad. Like, and that was my first read by this author. And I mean, I don't even, it wasn't a thriller to me. It took like the last 3, maybe 4 chapters, not even that, where there was actually some like action. And then I don't know, I just don't think the characters were fleshed out for the kind of like grief that she was having or describing that she was having. And then like I thought her friend was crap, and then there were just so many like loose ends that just were not like done. It was bad. It was bad. I already like forgot it, and I finished it last night. Like, I've already jumped into another book because I'm like, this October is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be like, it's scary because the books have been bad, not scary because I've been reading good scary books. It's just bad. So great, just great October. Just peachy. But it was just like, it was weird. And then like, she's adopted, you know, that's early on in it, and she's adopted, and then she like, there's information about that. It's and like her mom, the mom who died was her adoptive mother, and so the person who left her like the home, she's trying to figure out how they're related if this lady is like, well, she didn't have any kids, you know. But girl, it just was it was so bad. It was so bad. So it just it was so bad. You get like I think he's just sleeping. You never know sometimes with some of the la crackheads, if they are like need assistance, or if they're just like, or if they're asleep. But yeah, it was just, oh god, it was so bad. It was so bad. And like it was just anticlimactic. Like it was just, oh my gosh. So that's done. Let's not talk about that anymore. I'm reading or listening to Deadstream now, and this is by, I forgot, but it's YA, and I like YA for the most part. I don't expect a lot of character development with YA just because of the age group, but I like the settings and I like the plots for YA. So this plot sounds fun. It's called Deadstream, and it's described as Rear Window meets The Ring. Baby, I loved The Ring growing up. You hear me? The Ring was one of my favorite movies growing up. Oh, I just love The Ring. And so it's about this girl. Her name is Teresa, I believe. And Teresa is suffering from I don't know if she's considered a recluse or what it is, but she suffered from a accident where she was the only survivor's guilt, and so she like is afraid to leave her house. She finds solace in streaming and watching other people stream, kind of like a Markiplier, if you will. I just like watching Markiplier's stuff. It's kind of like good background noise, depending on like the, okay, let it run. It's kind of good background noise depending on like the video game that he's playing. But you know, that's kind of what she watches, and that's a little bit of what she does. And so there is this famous streamer who people are suspecting either he's faking or what's going on, but it seems that he might have been unalived, or get it together, Casey, get it together. He might have been unalived or taken over by something on his most recent live stream, and she's trying to get to the bottom of it, right? And it is a possibility that it has gotten her because she streamed after. So she goes down this rabbit hole of what's going on, but because she suffers from the survivor's guilt and she's also afraid to leave her house because of everything after this accident where she lost her best friend, she's like, how can she help? How can she do anything if she doesn't leave her home? So will this get her to leave her home to help, right? And so it has that mixed media feel where it's like, it has the chat, it has like, you know, it has all of the OMG, IRL, RN, like, you know, all that stuff the kids do. And, you know, people can't tell if it's fake or not, you know, because that is a really hard thing when it comes to the internet nowadays. You don't know what you're seeing anymore. And it can either bring you together as like a community, or the internet can freaking break you down. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. Maybe that'd be better. But I am enjoying it so far. It does not have the best reviews. That's just been my thing. That's just been my thing recently. So, you know, to each their own. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it as an audiobook. I think that's the only way I really would like mixed media books, is through listening to the audio, because you can hear like the beeps and the typing and all that stuff. So we'll see. I'm gonna head in here to the library, print out this airway bill for a book that somebody bought for me, and I'm gonna go to Dutch Bros and we'll go from there. Oh my goodness. Good morning. And it's morning. Okay, it's 11:30. Getting earlier and earlier. I'm just finishing up at my therapy appointment. And it was so good. I needed it. For the win. Death Trust for the win. I'm about to head home. And I am going to... I need to go to Trader Joe's. And I think I have 2 Rover walks today. But I am going to go to Trader Joe's, do some grocery shopping, get some flowers, and I think that's about it. Reading update, I finished Deathstream, and I think I'm gonna give it like 2.5, 3 stars. It was okay. I don't know, I feel like it was still missing something oomph. And Bookish Realm, I love watching her. She doesn't really do her YouTube as much when it comes to books. I think she does her comic YouTube a little bit more. But she had said that it didn't have like that satisfaction as like The Ring, like that thrilling satisfaction. But it's kind of like this cautionary tale of teenagers and the youth being on like chronically online and stuff. But I thought that it was entertaining. I finished it pretty much in 2 days. So it was a good vibe. That's it. So I think I'm gonna start on Laws of Depravity by Eric LaSalle, which was a Danny Reed's Hey Girl recommendation, because maybe that will, it's not spooky, but it's like murdery, you know? So I'm like, maybe that will kind of help with the vibe I'm like trying to get into, like, oh, what's gonna happen next kind of thing, you know? I'm actually gonna check my maybes tags in my Libby app real quick and see if I have anything else that's kind of dark. I wonder if Sleep Like Death is kind of dark. but I just read by Caitlin Barron, and that's another YA. I don't know if I want to read another YA yet. So let's see. We're gonna get on the road. It's a pretty day here, so pretty, and I will let you know what I find. I might get back into the Spirit bears its teeth, honestly. We'll see. Good morning. Hey y'all. Happy Thursday, I think it is. Happy Thursday. You know, we're moving and we're growing, getting stuff done. You know, gotta go get. You guessed it. And then I'm gonna start some laundry. I have my 2 regular rover walks today, and I might have a potential house sitting gig for next week too from Rover, so we'll see how that works. But in the meantime, in between time, I should go get some gas too. What's a reading update? What's the last thing that I told you guys? I said I was gonna start on Laws of Depravity. I put that to the side again. I don't think I'm ready for like a crime thriller just yet in my spooky feeling. I did read a little bit more of The Spirit Bears Its Teeth, and it is very gory, which I like. But it's a heavy read. It's heavy because it's, you know, it's talking about Silas, who is not happy in his body as a female because he's like, I'm meant to be a male. And so it's like talking about like removing things and being in this asylum or this institute where it's like, oh, we're gonna fix you, you know. And there's like nothing wrong with him. It's just, he's like, I'm not meant to be a female, you know, I'm not meant to be a woman. And of course, these people are like, we'll teach you how to be a woman, you know. So it's kind of like a heavy read because it just has that emotional part as well. It's supposed to have an autistic rep. I don't necessarily see it yet, but I also, because of the time period, I'm not sure if it's going to say like autism, or if it's going to come up in like a certain type of way of like the way Silas does something or reacts to something, you know, because I am not super familiar with autism. So I know that there is like a spectrum of it and how it affects people. So not really there yet. So I read a little bit of that. So because it still has more of a little bit more of a heavier read, because people do go through that, I was like, I need another type of like thriller, you know? So I went through my maybes tag on my Libby app where I just like put books. I'm like, oh, maybe, you know? And I found one called Do Not Open by Kirsten Modlin. And it's about this writer who she's had like a rough few years. I think she lost her husband and her child, and she's pretty much just on her, like, down on her last leg. I think she's an alcoholic, and she gets this letter from fans, right? And they're like, we would love to meet you. And she takes them up on this invitation, and it goes from there. And it sounds like she's like on this like private island or something. So it's kind of like Misery meets, oh my God, what was the other book? I can't think of the name, but it's like one of those. So like now it's like pretty much these people who reached out to her are like super fans, but they're also like, she can't outsmart them because it's like they already know the code, you know what I mean, kind of thing. It's like they've studied off of her book, so it's, you know, they're expecting her to do so much. So it's just kind of interesting. It's not a long audiobook at all. It's like 5 hours, so I'm probably going to speed through that today. And that one actually had really good reviews and good ratings when I added it to my Goodreads. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be fast paced. I can finish this today. It should keep me in the mood, and we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna read anything else from this author, because everyone in the comments or in the reviews were like, okay, she finally got a home run on this one. And I'm like, okay, so maybe her other books are like touch and go. But I was like, okay, see, we're gonna do this. So let me get my coffee. I don't think I need to go to the post office yet. I'm waiting for stuff, but it hasn't gotten here yet. So we will leave that stuff for now. I teared up a little bit. Y'all, like, I literally was sitting here listening to Do Not Open, I thought this was gonna be some type of like popcorn thriller type of, it still is. Like my lip was twitching in the last like 2 chapters. Like I cried, I gasped. Like everything she did in 220 pages. I will be adding more of her books to my TBR. Because what do you mean? Do I have the lady version of Big Daddy Mars? Do I have Big Mama Mo? Let me not pronounce her name wrong. You know what? John Mars, Kirsten Malgin, Big Mama Malgin. I think that's how she pronounced her name. I'm gonna have to look it up. I low-key cried. Like, oh my goodness, like that hit. I still got like 6 minutes left in the audiobook, but it was good. So follows Mary, and she is a writer, and she pretty much finds out that she, like, it's an obsessed fan who tricks her into coming to see them, right? And it goes from there. And it's like Misery with You and Behind Closed Doors by P.A. Paris. I did not like that book. I thought that book was trash, but it is like that a little bit. Baby, this book. Let me go ahead and listen to the last 6 minutes of this book, because baby, my lip keep twitching. Ooh. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all. Let's go this way. It is raining today. It is, but you know what? It feels good. Something about it raining today. It's like a cleanse. It's needed. It's needed. Because when I get home, when I get back in, I am going to like clean my house. I'm about to like wash my clothes. I was gonna start laundry like yesterday and I didn't. But I just had like the worst, like, I guess like anxiety attack, and I just could not sleep. I already can't sleep well, but so I did not go to bed till about like 5. So it's 2 p.m. So I am going to attempt to do a whole bunch of stuff, try and stay up, and then I'm gonna see if there's anything I can like pick up for work, because they had like a company had like an outage, and so they're like backed up with like stuff. So I'm like, hey, can I like be put on to fly for like 2 days or something, and we'll see. It is so funny because how you doing, girl? Hey, boo. It's so funny because I'm still getting like used to like how to work Discord, but like Danny Reeds has a Discord for like her subs on like TikTok, and it's so funny like the time difference and just like how everyone's lifestyle and schedules are so different. You know, she's on the East Coast, I'm pretty sure, with that time difference, and yeah, East Coast, and me being on the West Coast, it's like when I'm like finally trying to get situated and like get ready for bed, like a notification will like pop up and it'll be like, good morning, y'all, have a great day, like it, you know, whatever day it is or whatever. It's like you can tell she's getting ready to start her day, like she's already had like her rest, and I'm like, I'm just going to bed. And I bring that up because literally it's 2:16 p.m. like right now, and I am just leaving my house, finally up, haven't had breakfast, made my bed, which, you know, finally, you know, made my bed, brushed my teeth, like washed my face, put some eyebrows on, haven't done anything else besides that, fed the princess, And a notification had like just popped up when I got in the car, and it was like, I think it said like I'm free, like because she was at work. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, she's like done her whole day. And I'm just like leaving the house. It's just fascinating when you like just to, you know, you see how everyone's life is so like the contrast, you know, different. And I just think it's fascinating, you know, like I really, for my mental stability, I do need to get on a better schedule. I shouldn't be a night owl anymore, right? It doesn't work for me and myself. So I do need to get better at like, you know, going to sleep at a certain time. But it is hard with this job. But that's something that like me and my doctors and stuff are working on. But I thought it was so funny because like literally I'm getting in the car, I'm getting ready to start my day. Everyone else is like, baby, I done been to work, I done worked out, I went to the grocery store, I'm done. And I'm like, okay, where's the first thing that I'm gonna do right now? Coffee. I think it's so funny. So yeah, it's raining. I'm gonna stay kind of close to home. I've got food at the house. I want a donut. I don't like donut, so I think I'm gonna take myself to a donut. But of course, like I said, coffee first. Protein coffee first. What is my reading update? Like I said, I finished Do Not Open. Kirsten Modulin, Big Mama Modulin. I got Big Daddy Mars and Big Mama Modulin now, because for her to do what she did in 220 pages, to me, I think that was excellent. I had no notes. I had to know what happened. I didn't guess it. I was like mad at the main character, because I'm like, girl, get your S together. And then it was like, you know, like just I don't know. It just was like I did not see any of it coming. And like the bad guys, I'm just like, it was just good. It was just good. I'm like I would at a movie theater, I'm like yelling at the book. I'm like, girl, yell, scream, do something. What's wrong with you? It was good. She did what she was supposed to do as a thriller. It did what it was supposed to do as a thriller. Is it a masterpiece? No. Will I forget about it in like 2 months? Maybe. Probably not though, because I feel like I will recommend that to a lot of people if they want something like a thriller like that, you know. But I thought I'm satisfied. Huh. In the words of Ayana on TikTok, I'm satisfied. Yes. That did the job. So I did listen to a little bit more of Spirit Bares Its Teeth, which is a very heavy read. It actually, it talks about stuff that's going on right now, and which actually never stopped, you know, unfortunately. But it's not the spooky kind of read I was thinking. Actually, it is a lot more just a lot of injustice that goes on in this world, and one of those is the fact that these women, these poor girls, not even women, girls, these poor girls are like being married to these old men, and they're like 14, 15 and getting married, and like these men know what's best for them and all this bull crap and stuff like that. And so it's like, after there were like certain idiots talking about like the minstrel of girls in a particular color house, I was just like, a non-color house, I was like, this world is run on by pervs, honestly. It really is. It's disgusting. So it talks about a lot of like injustice like that, where it's just like, you know, y'all didn't hear that. This institute is meant to make these girls women, and it's just like, but only men can teach them that. And I'm like, ugh, why would a man be there? I can't stand men. Men are just so disgusting. But I know not all, but most. Not always a man, but usually is. So it's kind of like, ooh, like it's not necessarily like an October spooky read. It's kind of like like you need to have a conversation with other people about this, because this is deep. You know what I mean? So I listened to a little bit more of that, and then I forgot that I had Snow Drowned, and I think I mentioned this before. It actually, let me look it up real quick. Let me order my coffee, and I will come back with a better like description of snow drowned, because it's a little funky. Alrighty, I am back. So yeah, I had to order my, oh, I thought I missed the donut shop. It's the next one. Anyway, so yeah, okay, so snow drown it was confusing me like a little bit. It's a young adult horror. I feel like when it comes to horror, I'm always finding myself in the young adult section for some reason, and it's unintentionally, but I don't know, sometimes the storyline just sounds good, but we'll see. So this follows a girl named Gracie. Okay, it's Gracie is born and raised from this island. It's this small community. She's a native. It's all she knows, and there's this rumor or like this myth that there's a storm that happens every like century or something, I think, where let's see how to explain it, where like there's a little bit more of a magical like aspect to it that kind of drives people mad, and people either go missing, are found dead, or things of that nature. And I think the reason behind this storm or the snow is because of how the island was founded and how it has been worshipped or preserved. And this comes from Gracie's classmate, whose name is Joseph. He is actually a descendant of the founders of this island, and I think their last name is Westcott. So Joseph Westcott, he is like the it boy. They live on the top of the hill. Oh, I don't think I'm really low. They live on the top of the hill. I don't know if they're open. It's like they're no construction. Anyway, I'll go to the other one. I was gonna go to Mr. Donuts, but they're like doing a whole bunch of stuff at the door, and I couldn't tell if they were open or not. So I'm just like, I'm not even gonna get out in the rain to find out. I'm just gonna go to the other donut shop that I like. We're just gonna chill. Anyway, so there seems to be like this religious background to it, like this culty kind of like background where you know, you kind of like pay your respects to like these founders, and I don't know, it's a little weird. And there's like rituals and stuff like that, and I don't always really like religious stuff in my horror. I'm trying to see if I have. That's the reason why I stopped reading Last Resort by Chris something, because it was about this couple. I think they ended up either buying or inheriting like some type of like Italian resort from a family member or something, and it had like all this like Catholic like history and cult history like that was going on like underground and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't always like that kind of stuff, even though that's usually where the biggest horror is. Religion. Anyway, but I digress. So from what I'm gathering from this book is Joseph's family, his great-great-grandmother, grandmother, everything, they followed these rituals, and he's telling Gracie that, see how people are? Like, sorry y'all. If you want to run up on somebody, you can chill. Anyway, sorry y'all like seeing me look at weird people in real time. But anyway, so he's telling people that it's like, he's probably drunk. Where the police when you need them? I see the police like parked at like 7-Eleven. Go get this dude. Anyway, sorry, I'm like all over the place because like I'm seeing stuff, you're watching me see stuff. Let me get back to the thing. Snow drown. So Joseph is a descendant of this family that found this island, right? He is stuck on the island during the snowstorm, and they have snowstorms each winter, but apparently there is another type of mystical, magical type of one that's coming every 100 years, and I think this is the one that's going to fall on it. And this is the one where people like kind of go like crazy, they go missing, dying, they end up dead, and people usually leave, right? People are leaving the island. They don't want to be on the island for the winter. Gracie is stuck on the island with her father. Her father is the only physician. Her mom is also a physician, but she goes to the main island, or to the mainland. And then you have Joseph. For some reason, Joseph is stuck on the island too. Like I said, Joseph is the descendant of the elite who found this island. So they are like the creme de la creme of like the It family. You know what I'm saying? And so he's telling her like, no, like this is a real thing. Like when this, you know, every like century or whatever it is, there is this weird like phenomenon that happens, and like you know, someone like unalives, and it's just like, it's weird. Like it happened to like my great grandmother or something like that, or my grandmother's sister or something, right? So she's like, okay, so shoot, like it's not a rumor or a myth. So then while they are paying their respects, because that's another thing, you pay your respects to the people who have passed on before you. It is part of these rituals. They come across a offering that was left, and it includes a human, it includes animals that are unalived, and both of them are like, okay, what the heck is going on? So that's where I am. I probably went all over the place because I was too busy looking at the crazy driver who's like acting crazy in the rain, and then I kept like stopping. But anyway, so yeah, that's what this story so far is about. And her along with Joseph are gonna start uncovering secrets, because I'm pretty sure Joseph does not know everything about his family either, right? He's just reaping the benefits of being part of this elite family. So, you know, but now her dad is involved because her dad is the only physician on the island now. And so he's helping with, I think, the only sheriff to figure out like this, you know, this body, why it's like placed the way it was. It was in like the graveyard, right? And so that's where I am so far. And I think it would be interesting if it had a better narrator, because I don't like the narrator. And she's kind of driving me crazy. And I have her at like 2.6 speed now almost. And she's just got this like, I don't really know how to describe it. She's dry. There's no emotion. There's no, it's just, she's reading and everything is clear. And I'm happy that I can read her or listen to it at a higher speed. But it's very much, it just seems so mundane, I guess, and it's just not helping the characters. So but I want to know a little bit more about this story, so I'm like, I want to kind of keep going. So I'm just like kind of powering through it. So I think that's already an answer for like how I feel about the book, you know what I mean, with the narrator. So we'll see, but that's where I am so far. Let's go get some donuts, because I've been running my mouth for almost 10 minutes. I got to shorten this down. Maybe I'll cut some stuff out, because I'm just like all over the place. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm listening to right now. It is like that trapped on an island, trapped in a snowstorm type of feel. So I thought that'd be good for October. My October has just kind of been blah, but I think it's because I read spooky all the time. And you would think I'd want to read something by Miss DC herself, but I just haven't wanted to pick, I haven't wanted to start one yet. So we'll see. We'll see. My life is horror. So we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna try this donut shop instead. Angel's Donuts. So y'all, I know they're so short. These are so weird to me. Like I can feel, like I'm not used to being able to feel like my fingertips. I'm used to like the nail, but it's so weird. Okay, I'm done. Yeah. Literally, it's 1 o'clock. But too many chins. In my defense, no defense actually. I got none. But I did get up like around 4 or 5, and I like did laundry. Like I folded the rest of my laundry, and like Princess was up with me. I know Princess. I need to get another blanket. Look at that. It's got a hole in it, and that's from her nails, her claws that I need to clip. But anyway. But it's so fascinating, you guys, because I'm like literally looking at like messages, and like everyone's been like they've already like done their day. It's like 1 o'clock and I'm like still in bed. But I'm gonna get up in a minute, and it's kind of sunny outside. But it's supposed to rain like consistently, so that's kind of interesting. But I don't know how long I want to make this video. I feel every time I think I can make these videos like shorter, they still come out to like over an hour. And like I edit and do everything on my phone, and so it's like each time I like add it, like more clips, I feel like the quality gets worse. Excuse me. Because it's like, oh, you don't have enough like space or something. I have to always like make it lower. So it's just like, but I'm trying to see if I can finish Snow Drowned in this vlog before I start a new vlog. I think I can finish it today. But you know, I gotta go get coffee. Fats was saying that her fur baby, I guess, was chomping on something, and so he's been like, she's been dealing with that, taking care of him. But it's interesting. I haven't had any issues with Princess yet. That's not Princess's big issue as far as like just eating things. Now I do Rover. If y'all don't know what Rover is this a weird angle? I'm sorry, y'all. Rover is where you pet sit. You can walk pets and little daycares and stuff and all that. And I have like a couple of puppies. And you definitely have to be on the lookout because they find all type of stuff, you know. Like I got one puppy, she's like 4 months, and she finds every chicken bone in the freaking apartment complex. And I'm like, first of all, who was just dropping chicken wing bones like left and right outside? You know, but man, dogs have such good nose for that. My thing with Princess is I can never tell if she's following like my pattern of like sleep, because they say like they adapt to your schedule, not your schedule, like your routine of sleep. Because it's 1 o'clock and she has not asked for breakfast or anything. Like I leave like dry food out for her and she eats wet food twice a day, but she literally is like sitting right here. Like, yeah, so I'm always like, is she okay? But I'm sending Shy Boo. He's such a cute, because he's got such a cute like, you can tell he still has like that baby look, that puppy look. Like you could just tell when like animals are like loved. I don't know, like they just have this like baby look. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. But something about Chai, he just has such this he just is such a baby. He's so loved. He's so cute. So I'm hoping that he feels better soon. And has a speedy recovery, and that all goes, you know, well. And he's like, okay, I feel better. But I know it's always just the hardest part. I think it's the hardest part, like especially with like pet owners. You know, they can't like tell you, you know, so you're like, every little sound, you're like, what is that? You know, because I'm like that with Princess when she does certain things. But I think the hard thing too with cats is like, by the time they say like you see symptoms, it's like they've been hiding it. Because something about cats, I don't know, they kind of hide their stuff really well. So it's like, I'm always trying to check and see if I see a difference in her. Anyway, I'm rambling. Y'all, I put like jojoba oil on her. Oh gosh, her birthday's coming up too. I wanted to get like, she's a Scorpio. I wanted to do like portraits, but in this administration and this economy, we got portraits at the house. So I think I'm gonna go to like Dollar Tree and get like some decorations, and we're gonna play around and try to make some of our own professional pictures. reading update, Snow Drowned. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. Like, I guess Casey just put spoilers again. It's culty. It's got the religion. It's got a nun who's on the loose. It's got an actual monster, like a real one. It's got family against each other. Like, it's a lot going on. It's got gore. Oh, there goes the clouds again. And I don't know. It's got a lot going on. So, I don't know. It's a little too busy for me. I think this author tried to put too much in one story, and it just is not working. So, but I'm gonna finish it. Like I said, I think the narrator is what is throwing me off the most too, because she's very just like, she sounds like a robot. And it just does not have any like oomph to it. But I'm gonna finish it. I guess we're up. Princess is up now. So yeah. I'll go get coffee at 1 or 2 p.m., whatever time it is. But yep. Okay, let's go. Let's get up. Okay, y'all. So coffee is secure. What do you think would be like an appropriate like gift for like Christmas, for like an establishment that's your customer? But I want to get the Dutch Bros that I go to, I want to get them a Christmas gift, should I get like a basket? And I usually get my nail tech shop something, but I'm at a point now where I feel like money talks, so I'm like, should I just get them all like money? And like, cause like for my nail techs, I used to get them like a Christmas basket, and it would have like different chocolates and like stuff in it. But then I was like, oh, maybe with their nationality and their culture, like I don't think a lot of them really like a lot of like super sweet stuff. So then I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just give them like Christmas cards with cash in them for each person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, I think I'm gonna do that for this year. But then I was like, for Dutch Bros, it's so many people and they're always hiring, but I want to like get them something. So I don't know. Or should I get like one big like Dutch Bros, like should I get like a gift card and give it to like the manager and then be like, this is for everybody, like, and it'd be like for because we have like an In-N-Out coming. Is it the first In-N-Out in Washington? Oh God, thank you Lord, this is so good. Or like Shake Shack or something. Well, I feel like In-N-Out's gonna be like the hot new thing. But I'm like, I don't know what I want to get them, but I don't know if a basket is like gonna be like appropriate. Not appropriate, but enough, you know? Good. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna finish Snow Drowned, and then I am going to get back into Spirit Bears' Teeth and go from there, because I do not want to get back on the waiting list. There's like 2 people waiting, and I don't want to have to like wait for it again. Let's just get this done. So there's that. I'm heading to Dollar Tree to pick off. You hear that? He's like trying to show off in front of guys. So anyway, I'll come back later. Maybe we'll be back in the car again. Where else would we be? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I am on call today, just for today, and for work, and I don't know how that's gonna go. And it's possible, right? So I kind of feel like I'm not gonna get called, but I just have to remember in the back of my head that you are on call, Casey. So make sure your phone is on, make sure everything is charged, make sure your uniform is ready, you know, just in case. But hi, good morning, afternoonish. It's 12. I'm gonna end the vlog here so that I can start the next one. I'm gonna try and make my next one like 40 minutes. Try and not do too much. And I finished Snow Drowned. I gave it like 2.5, 3 stars. It was entertaining, but it just had too much going on, and I think I'm just gonna put spoilers up here because it just like had every type, in my opinion, every type of like. It had a little bit of, it had everything, but it was just so chunky the way it was done, I'm not too sure. So I mean, kudos to the author for her like imagination, you know, because I mean that is, you know, tea. But it was like you had a chosen child. You had to give a child for sacrifice. You had rituals, right? You had animal like unalivings. You have a nun who is like literally on the run. Like it's like her against this evil cult, you know, and like they're like, oh, sister so and so, she's crazy, like, but she's trying to warn the girl. And then you got a mom who like is putting her daughter up as a sacrifice. And then you know what I mean? You just got all this weird, like, that's what makes horror. But and then you have a monster. You got an actual monster. It's not even, what's the word? Let's turn here. It's not even like, what's the word? Like a metaphorical one or what? It's a real monster. It comes out the water. You know, you've got this island and it's isolated. You've got, people are scared of the snow. So you have this isolation. You've got weather. You've got rituals. You've got cults. You've got God, you've got blood, you've got, you know, all sacrifices, all this stuff in it. And it just was a lot. It just was a lot. I really don't even know how it could have been different. The nun threw me off. Sister Elise or something, she threw me off. I don't know why. I just kept picturing her in her nun outfit, like on the run, like she's hiding through stuff, and like she's got like her knife and stuff, and like trying to stab people and get all the details, and they're all trying to like find her. But it's like she of course was the one who was like telling the truth about the family that was like doing the rituals, which is why they were so popular and so successful. But I digress. So I was just like, I don't know. And then the way it ended, it ended, okay, so I put spoilers on here. So it ends with the mom of Gracie, right? Gracie's mom is a native to this island. It ends with Gracie's mom pretty much helping Gracie get out of not being a sacrifice anymore, right? And so she makes the daughter of the Westcott family, and the Westcott family is like the top family. They're the ones who are like the founders of this island. They're the ones who do the rituals every year or every century or whatever it was. She put a mark. She took the mark off of her and she put the mark on that daughter. So now pretty much essentially the animal or their god thinks that Gracie is the new high priestess because of how she marked that girl as a sacrifice. So now after all of it is done, the island is gone. It like pretty much, you know, like the news is like, oh, it had an earthquake and then it was deemed unsafe, so everyone had to leave. The Gracie is talking to her mom and she's like, it keeps calling me. The monster, it keeps calling me. And like they have a book, you know, a ritual book, and she's like, it keeps finding me. It keeps coming to the house. It keeps being sent to me, and it's always in like good condition. No matter if she tries to burn it, throw it out, it always comes back. She's tried to unalive herself. She's meant to be the next high priestess. The god is like calling her. So now it's kind of like it ends in a way where she's like, I've got to answer it. I've got to answer it. So it's like they did all this to stop it, but now it's like she's part of it. So it was just a lot. It was just a lot. The idea, I don't even know if the idea was there. I don't know what I was expecting, because when I read the synopsis, when I was interested in it, I think I just thought it was going to be like a murder on the loose in the middle of this island, and they were all like stranded, and they were like, who's killing these people? That's what I thought. That would have been enough for me. But when they start doing the robes and stuff and all the ritualistic stuff, and I'm just like, okay, all right, okay, back it up, people. That's enough. So that's where that is. But let me end the vlog here because I don't want the quality of this video to be too horrific, because I know I'm gonna have to lower it to add this. But in the next vlog, which will be right after this, I'm gonna get back into Spirit Bears' Teeth, which has been horrific. It is body horror. It is just so intense. Like, I want to cry. It's definitely a good read for like the trans right month. But it's just such a good read in general. I am thinking that it's probably going to be like a 4-star read. Anyway, let me get off of here, and I'm just gonna tell you guys bye, and I will see you in the next video. And if you're out there doing any traveling, safe travels to you, and I hope you're reading great books. And if you're not reading great books, I hope that you're talking crap about the bad books that you're reading, at least. You might as well. So I'll see you next time. Be safe.